All right, we already know the JUnit 5 framework high-level architecture, and also we know the JUnit 5 is composed by Jupyter platform and Vintage. And we also know the dependency between individual components, but briefly. Okay, let's create a simple test case in this lecture, further clarity and understand this diagram more. This is very important. I must highlight that, and that will be very helpful for you understand Gentoo file. Okay, I'm already created the new Maven module named Gentoo file, and we wanted to use the Gentoo file to write the test code we should and the dependency into our POM file. First, let's create the define the property named Gentoo file and Jupyter version. We will use the latest version 5.7.2. Okay, and dependency introduce the dependency. Okay, we can add the group ID and the attacher ID into here. Oh, sorry, and the version is we already defined and the properties. Scoop the test. All right, format this file and create test class. Com GitHub the Unity file standard test. All right. We already introduced the Jupyter APIs, and we can quickly write the test case. It is very simple. Just assert element exists in a collection. List should contains elements test annotated by annotation. Okay. As given, perhaps we define the variable of we can simply give some three elements like Java and Jupyter JUnit. It's enough for our demo. Element. This element will be used to invoke the contents method of list. Existing list contents element. We can use Jupyter API's assertion statement to do assertion or assert to. Okay, existing should be 2. Oh, sorry. Import by statically. All right, format the source code again. Let's run this test class. And we can see we already successful execution this test method, but as you know, we only introduced the Jupyter API at here. From the diagrams and the dependency of the individual components, we found if we wanted is running the Jupyter source code, API source code, we need to introduce the Jupyter engine, right? But in our demos, we not found we not introduced the Jupyter engine at here at all. So why is this test case will be execution and execution successfully? We checked the Maven com components dependency, and we found the Jupyter API is not dependency um, Jupyter engine at all. So why is this can be executed successfully? And we will find at here the RDA generated the command during runtimes, and we found the arguments, parameter arguments at here. Sorry. As you can see, gives JUnit 5 the RDA word 5, JUnit 5, right? So that means RDA already integrated the Jupyter engine inside, so we did not use it at all. If your RDA are not integrated, we must introduce the Jupyter engine by the um, by add the dependency. Okay, let me add that here. Actually, our project will be after completed the development, we will push to like the GitHub repository. Will be building and comply building and testing by Maven and integrated in Jenkins, right? So totally in general, the unit test will be execution by Maven. It's usually. Okay, we let's execution by the Maven command test. The Maven test go execution completed, and you will find the informations by at console. The Maven not found any test case. You can see the test run zero fails, run zero error zero, right? That's why. Uh, Actually, we need to add the plugins into our POM files and add the dependency of the Jupyter engine to find the Jupyter test code and then execution that. Okay, let's do here. We introduced the building session and added the plugins of Maven Surfer plugin and added the dependency Jupyter engine. That will be found the test case developed by test engine and then execution that. Okay, let's execution the test again. All right, at here you can find the Maven already detached one test case, right? That is the due to we introduced the dependency of Jupyter engine at here. Actually, in the Jupyter, we no need define the test class um, and the public modifier. We can keep use the default. Also for the test method, that will be fine. Okay, I think after this simple demo, we can more clearly about this dependency um, by the individual components. As you can see, the Maven will be trigger a launch and implement of customer the Maven launch, and then we need to um, introduce the engine and Jupyter engine, and the Jupyter engine will be found and execution test keys developed by Jupyter APIs. At the next lecture, we will introduce how to customer launch to found and execution test case and explain this diagram more details. Okay, see you next lecture.